this. Okay. So I want to get you back into, for these flat keys, and for the sharp keys, but I think you know those a little bit better, with the cluster chords. So C major, 1, 2, 3, and then I want you to go all the way to your pinky. I think before I told you to go to your fourth finger, but we're just going to do a single octave for a while. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know. So before you play your scale, play it this way, and then slowly, as slowly as you have to go to make it even, especially that transition. And then when you go to G major, do the same thing. Do it a couple times, and then D major, etc. Really get that. I mean, the most important thing in understanding these scales on a piano is understanding the landscape. Like really getting in your brain that this is what D major looks like. Doesn't matter what angle you look at it from. You gotta have C sharp and F sharp. So you have this like just in your brain. And the first way to start doing that is just do this. Right? And then eventually you could keep going. Same thing, I'm doing the same exact thing, just moving around with it. Now, when we start going the other way, it gets a little more difficult because I think all of them but two are different fingerings. When we go the other way on the circle fifths, it's just the flats. We start with F major, the only white key on the flat side, but we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. That one does end at the 4. So really, this has to be second nature. And then, right? Now, this is where it gets really confusing. So, for the cluster chords, that's the only one on the flat side that starts with your thumb. Okay? So with these cluster chords, starting on the flat keys, we're going to not be starting on the root note with your thumb. In other words, B flat. B flat major scale starts on your fourth finger and then immediately goes to your thumb here. So maybe, I don't know. Why don't we do this? I'm just thinking, sorry. So if you start with your fourth finger, just play your fourth finger on B flat, and then we'll go to the next one, which is here, C, D, E flat. And then we're going to go up, starting at F, G, A, B flat. So you're ending on your fourth finger still, back down, and then just do your fourth finger there. And if you want to keep going, again, the main thing is that, if I start down here on B flat, the main thing is that you're getting these cluster chords. B flat major is really just these two cluster chords, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat. And what that means, if I'm going to play as many of those notes as I can, I'm talking about the landscape of B flat. No matter where I'm at, it's just B flat, B is flat, and E is flat. And everything else is not. So it'll be over here. E flat, B flat. I'm just trying to get that into my brain by playing these little cluster chords. So that when I go to play the scale, I know that B flat is my fourth finger. And then I go immediately here, immediately here. And this gets confusing with each successive one because not only do the fingers kind of shift over a little bit, but not enough to where it would really set off alarm bells. But the clusters change only very slightly. So when we go to E flat starts on your third finger, right? So you're going to play that, and then you're going to play this chord, F, G, A flat, B flat, and then up to here, C, D, E flat. And this is the same one that was just in B flat major. Remember, B flat major is here, right? So with E flat, you're starting on 3, and you play this, and then this. So there's only one note different, which is this A flat. We added a flat. Now there's 3 flats. A flat, B then just play it like this. And then once you can do that, then very slowly, just memorize that. You want me to go to A flat too?
Yeah.
All right, A flat. This is the one. So A flat. If we're gonna do this system, A flat starts also on third finger, and you're gonna go to your fourth finger. So we'll start with these two guys, and then we're gonna go to this, which is C, D flat, E flat, and then up here. But we're gonna end on this A flat. Now the hard thing about A flat is that it starts in the middle. Like here's your cluster chord, F, G, A flat, B flat, which is the same, by the way, from our E flat major chord. It's the same cluster chord, but you have to think about the middle note. This is A flat, is your first note. So instead of going to that fourth finger, you're stopping at A flat. Okay, and I don't want you to try to think about whole and half steps in this instance. That's going to slow you down. I just want you to think about really A flat major is these two cluster chords. Okay, you want D flat? Just to see it. So D flat is going to be a slight variation on it. D flat starts on your second finger. We'll go down here. D flat's like that, and then when you get to this one, F, G flat, A flat, and B flat. And then here as well. Again, we're stopping in the middle on D flat. So you start 2, 3. And you're going to end on this one. So. 4, 3, 2. And then just to complete it, G flat or F sharp starts on second finger. And then, what are we going to do? This one's a little bit different. B, D flat, and E flat. You're going to end up there. So this one, the two cluster chords, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, B, D flat, E flat. Okay. Again, if you just hammer this into your skull, these cluster chords, it will make sense. And stopping on your second finger. 3, 4. And then one other little thing I want to talk about here. If you look at these in the cluster chords on the entire flat side of the scales, they all are in the same place. Interestingly enough, I just realized this. Your thumb is on C, and it goes to your fourth finger. In the case of F major. Thumb is on C, and you go to your fourth finger. I mean F. That was F. Did I say C? And then it's on C. And so it's 3 fingers here, 4 fingers here, 3 fingers here. So they're all like that. So it's all a variation of that. And that's one of the reasons it's confusing, is they're so similar. But if I go through them one more time, B flat looks like, F looks like this. They're all white here. B flat looks like this. Starts the same as F, but now we added an E flat. E flat looks like this. We're adding A flat. Same one here. A flat looks the same here. And then we add the D flat here. And then D flat, we're adding a G flat. And this is the same here as before. And then when we go to G flat, this is the same. And then this is actually technically a C flat, not really a B, but it's a C flat. So you see each one you go around, one note changes on one of those two.
Yeah, I do.
That's a bitch. I didn't make it up. I get mad if Pythagoras did it to you.